Hey, how's it going, folks? Maybe slide the camera this. But I'm just gonna leave it where it is for now. How's it going, everybody? We are back for some more Sunday streaming, and we're gonna play some good old Netrunner with another silly deck. But this time we are going back to the standard format because I've been playing a lot of startup lately, and I finally found something that's goofy enough that I enjoy playing in standard right now, even though it's probably not good. It's a pretty fun deck, all the same. But from what I've understand, from what like people have told me, like jemison is a silly identity anyway. Hope everyone's been having a good weekend so far. It's been busy for me, a lot more running around than I expected it to. But part of that running around was also getting a chance to run out to my local game store and pick up some of the free RPG Day stuff that they had going on, because that was this weekend. One thing I got, which I need to go through the last one I got too, was these indie RPG anthologies called Level 1. I have the third one as well from I think last year, but like I leafed through it and I didn't get around to really checking it out though. But I think this year I will actually make some time to check these out. Also picked up the Pathfinder and Starfinder modules because, I mean, why not? They're nice to have. I wanted to get the Vampire the Masquerade stuff that they had put out, but I think they were like all gone by the time I got there. But I think it's just because of the area I live in. Like, people were quick to show up to the store and grab some of the more desired stuff. So. But, I mean, you know, other than that, I wouldn't say too much going on. But let's take a look at this deck we have for tonight. So, Jemison Astronautics. Cool identity. Let's take a look at it. From Daedalus Complex, which is a red sands cycle, I think, right? It's just whenever you forfeit agenda, place X advancement counters on one installed card. X is equal to the agenda point value of the forfeited agenda plus 1. So pretty cool ability, and just means we're going to have a lot of things that will say the key phrase forfeit agenda. And there actually are a decent number of options that we have available, but we'll take a look and see what I've gone through for this iteration of the deck. There are things I've cut from previous versions that I tested and I didn't especially like. We'll start looking at agendas. One is the Divested Trust, which is a newer one from the Ashes cycle, right? Downfall. Whenever the runner steals another agenda, you may forfeit this to gain 5 and add the stolen agenda to HQ. So it's a nice way to like take a 3/5 back into your hand if they steal it. But I think if I was running like punitive counter-strike punishment stuff, that might work better for this deck. But for now, it's just I don't know, I cut it. But there are a couple things here that work out well for our forfeit plan. False lead, just because taking 2 clicks from the runner is nice and it rounds us up to 20 agenda points. But then we just have hostile because they're cheap. Project Atlas because we'll be able to go find whatever card we need for the particular situation. That's just always nice to have. And then SDS, because we actually do have a fun little way to score out our 5/3s out of hand. And the key card for that is vladisibirsk City Grid, which is a region upgrade, costs 3 to res, and it reads when you can advance the upgrade, and as a free action, or instant, however you want to phrase it, place 2 advancement counters on another card in the root of this server that you can advance. Use this ability only once per turn. So there's a couple neat ways you can interact with this card that I've come to really like. For one, it's in a server, we have some ice, hence we're running 15 because we're going to need a pretty decent amount. We res Oberth Protocol, which is the pairing that you do for Jemison. It has you forfeit the agenda. The first time you advance a card in the root protecting the server, place 1 or more advancement counters on that card. So ideally you have the one super server, you got Oberth on it, and then you have Vladisibirsk on it, and Vladisibirsk has 2 counters on it off of the res of, say, like throwing your hostile takeover to res Oberth Protocol. So that's 2 counters on Vladisibirsk. Your turn happens. You have the SDS in hand, put it in there, move the 2 counters for free over from vladisibirsk, advance it, and that triggers Oberth's Protocol to get you 2 more, and then you just score 1 to get a 5-3 out of hand, which is not the most likely scenario, but it's a lot of fun when you actually do get it to work. We have Clearinghouse in case, honestly, like the game's not going well and we just have to get rid of some stuff, or like we want to have like a different out. And for that same reason, I've been considering slotting in Urtica Cipher, because there was another Jemison deck recently by, I think their handle is Execam, that had, what was it? Urtica Cipher, Clearinghouse, Corporate, Town as well, just a lot of trap stuff to trip up the runner. So like it seems like a solid include. I'd probably end up cutting Gatekeeper to make room for it. I like Gatekeeper just as a fun card. Just being able to pull stuff, to draw some cards, especially because, as I've seen with my testing, you know, sometimes you don't get a very good hand. It feels like, or maybe I'm just like psyching myself and thinking about it too much. But yeah, Gatekeeper is like a fun little include. Mavirus, because, you know, we're fast advanced. We want to be able to throw that agenda down to win the game, and we don't want to have to wait for it. And also, I think in the same way that people never want to lose to PE, so they just run like 60 plus card runner decks, I never want to have to pay to purge virus counters. So I'd rather just have Mavirus, and then get rid of them that way, rather than having to spend my whole turn. It's also nice when you trigger, because you can trigger this at the start of the runner's turn, and that imp, or not imp, fermenter counters that take up, botulism counters that take up, just clear all that after it gets added, so that they're left with an empty virus board state, which is nice. Even if you don't win the game, it feels really good. All right. Oh, one card that is probably a little more jokey than you know, serious, and maybe only one that I need 2 of. Standoff, which is a 2/0. When you score this, the runner may trash one of their installed cards if they do not draw 1 card and gain 5. Otherwise, you may trash one of your installed cards to repeat this process. So it's nice to have, just because we can use it to trigger our forfeit agenda cards, such as Tithonium, which is breakable in the current format. Like in standard, there's definitely ways you can get rid of this, like what Paperclip pays 4 to get through this, and then we can use it also for Archer, which you know, we have 3 of simply because we can trigger the ability. It's pretty reliable, and we get some benefit from it even if we have to lose an agenda. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. Plan is just have a nice server, have some money, vladisibirsk, Oberth, and then get some agendas out. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Make sure I get the right URL. There we go. All right. Standard, spectators. Okay. There we go. Also might be a short stream tonight. I got it started a little later than I expected to, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Okay. While we are waiting, we can take a look, and I know folks over up in New Hampshire concluded their tournament for startup today, which I was planning on going to, but wasn't able to make it out. So let's take a look here, see what was on top. I'm going to drop this in the chat in case anyone's interested. And I'll also include it in the description for the video. I've been trying to upload things to YouTube more, so if this makes it up there, it'll be there in the description. Okay. Oh, nice. So the Neon Static crew, who are a Netrunner podcast, go check them out. I will also try to find that, but anywhere you get podcasts from, just look up Neon Static and you can find them. So two of the folks who are running that podcast ended up on top 2. Very nice. And one of them has an HP deck that is named Tweaking, Not Fixing. It's a Haspiroid PD. Good stuff. If I did end up going to this tournament, my plan at the time was to play the last couple decks that I played here on stream, which was the what was it? What did I have? I had the Thule deck with End of the Line and a couple ways to tag with Public Trail and what is the tracing card? Forgot what it's called all of a sudden. Distributed tracing, that's what it is. And then I've still been tweaking the Zaya Turbine deck, my Crime Mine. And I have a new version that I have out, which actually has Echelon instead of Carmen, because you want to power up 5, because paying 4 to get through blue never, or what was it? It would be 5 with Carmen. Never feels super good. So 3 is better, especially when you can have recurring credits with Chesva. In the meantime, what do I have in my text document? Okay, yeah, here. This is the latest iteration I have, version 3, I guess. I think it's the one that I had before when we went off stream last time. Yeah, card draw with Zenith, just Earthrise Hotel. The only thing I would be worried about with it is like money, because if you get locked out, I mean, I guess there's security testing, so you can gain 2 for running on things. But that was the biggest issue I was having, like in the first version of this deck, which is why I dropped the 2 liberated accounts in there. But we'll see. Oh, I just realized I've had the Jemison deck. Alternatively, like Advanced Fours is one name I've been messing with, as well as Slaps Root of Server, because that's all we're doing. We're just getting a bunch of advancement tokens in the root of the server. It's definitely not the most winning deck, but it's been pretty fun so far. Dang, alright. People want to play Corp and some startup going on. Let's see. Let's preemptively move the camera this time, so it's not covering the activity log window, and maybe make it a little smaller. I don't know. Yeah, that seems fine. So while we're waiting, I guess I can also like make some potential edits. Like we're gonna play this version, or but in the meantime, I guess we can play around and see what kind of tweaks we can make. So like if I wanted to include the Urtica, I think there's a couple things ways I would go about it. The nice thing about the Urtica is that you can sit there with tokens on it, right? Or advancement counters, like we can just keep it there, but then I still want to go back up to 15 points for ice. Oh, there we go. We got person. Actually, let me turn this music down a little bit. I'm actually not too sure how it sounds, but here, I'm going to turn it down in the feed, and that might be a little better. If anyone out there can tell me like how the audio balance sounds, just let me know. Oh, hello. There you go. Let's get in this game. I'm already hyped. Let's move this a little more. Oh god, this game is awful. Thanks, you too. Gonna be one of those nights. Alright, we're mulliganing this. That did not look like a keepable hand. Alright, what we have is slightly better. Alright, yeah, we have some things. Okay. Alright. Let's... Oh boy, wow, yeah, the leg is bad. Yeah, okay, I was like, I psyched myself thinking, did I click start of turn? Let's do hedge fund, HQ. No, I'm just gaining credit. That's fine. The nice thing too about the deck is we have a couple different ways that we can put some advancement counters, or we have other cards we can target for it in case we don't have it. So like we have Aket can get advance and Mausoleus, which Mausoleus? Anyway, not that I think we'd go out of our way to... Oh no! A combo! Ooh boy. Alright, whenever you make a successful run, you may place one on bankroll. Alright, let's draw some cards. Draw. Alright. You know, I think we're just going to put the archer here on R&D. I'm pretty sure they'll go through it. But then we're going to click for a credit, and the next turn we'll score the standoff to try and see what they do there. Okay, they loaded that up. And at the very least we'll have something that we can res the archer with. Not that ideally we'll be doing that anytime soon. Oh, good. Settings. Why is it not... Here we go. Keep the card on screen. There we go. We'll just put a little token on our Aket. And now, honestly, we could go ahead and just pump it too, because then that would make it unbreakable, which would be nice. Alright, let's go for it. Just install advance standoff. Let's see, choose one of my cards to trash. I could trash the archer, or I could let it rock. Let's see. Yeah, because that's going to be getting them money over the game turn. Let's get rid of the archer. And make them try to get rid of the verbal plasticity. Or, not verbal, smart word distributor. Not sure if it was worth it. Alright, that's my turn. Hopefully we can get some ice, that way we can actually score out some of these actual agendas here. Oh no! I know there is ice in this deck. Somewhere. Alright. They took some credits. Let's, Okay, we're gonna do a couple things here. Because they're not gonna be able to trash Rashida, we can just throw Rashida into an open server, that's fine. So let's do this. We'll do this. R&D, and then in a new remote server, we'll put Rashida Jones. Like, they can run her to trash her. Res Ice. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it. And then we'll put some advancement on Aket. So now whenever they're starting to run it, we can start setting up a server so that whenever they trigger Aket... we can throw some tokens onto vladisibirsk, assuming they run a cat. This will at the very least keep them out for a little while. Okay. Fair, fair. All right. Let's get some stuff going here. We need a server to actually do stuff in. So let's do this, and put this in server 3 as well. And then we'll just gain a credit. Like, we have a little time with the archer up on R&D, but we'll see how long that actually lasts. Scrubber. What? I never see Scrubber in play. Alright. Okay, let's... what do we want to do here? We probably want to get some money. So let's maybe just go straight for the hostile takeover. That way we feel pretty good about where we are economically. No, they're broke. I think it's okay if we just go for the over advanced Atlas. So let's advance this and then take a credit. So the thing is that they're going to be able to get through that pretty easy. So let's just take 3 credits for now. Or actually, no. Yeah, let's just take some credits for now. The better play probably would have been to just get the hostile out. Just go ahead and just get some cards. Or have some credits. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, so they have the Code of Greatbreaker, so they're going to be able to get through Afshar, get rid of vladisibirsk for only 2. Not exactly what we want, but let's just go ahead and over-advance this. Get that Atlas with a token counter on it. Discard down to 5. I don't think we're going to have to worry about viruses here, so we can throw out them a virus. The classic. Precious agenda counter. Oh, ooh, what is this? Algo trading. When your turn begins, you may move up to 3 from your credit pool to algo. When your turn begins, place 2 if there at least is 6 on it. Oh, okay. It's pretty neat. Alright, what do we have time for? They will still have to spend exactly 1 to get through there. So, let's see. We're not having much in the ice department right now. So ideally could make them go broke trying to run the server. Which I think we can do that. Let's just go ahead and throw this in server 3 for now, and then we'll just take some credits. Next turn we'll score the hostile out. Okay, up to 3. Okay. Oh, a flip switch. Interesting. Which can let you jack out or remove a tag. Whenever a trace initiates, you may trash to reduce the base trace to 0. Alright. in the run. Oh yeah, they're broke, so they can just get through this thing. So I think next turn we're definitely extracting, or at a certain point we're going to extract the Afshar, get some value out of it. They can't trash the Vladisibirsk. We will purge virus counters. Okay, so they have to come back and what do they have to do? They have to break 2 here. So they need to have at least 4 credits in order to get through and successfully trash Vladisibirsk, which is good for us. And this is another code gate breaker. But the thing is, I think it's okay if we just go for the hostile score. Like, that's all right. Taking too long on my turn. Yeah, I'm thinking too hard about it. Let's just go for the hostile. That way we can have money for whatever we want to do next. Okay, so Cat's Cradle is 1 for 1, so they have to bump it up a pretty decent amount in order to get through Mazzolius. So this might be worth advancing. Okay, they got Bankroll again, so they can get through Archives to gain credits. Not super worried about it though. Okay. So I think we have the play here for doing the for some shenanigans here on server 3. So I think we'll go for it, because then we can install the Oberth, chew on server 3. Have I seen? I saw one hedge fund this game. Okay, I was like, where's my econ? Then we'll just gain a credit. I think we have the SDS out of hand here. Because we spend to forfeit hostile takeover, res this for 3, so that's 5, and we're left over with 3. Then we can install event. Yeah, okay, I think we have that. At least I think I did my math right. So I've installed advance. Okay, so now they're going to contest it, and they still need to spend 2 to get through here, and then they'll have 3 left over. Yeah, I think we go ahead and res this. Because otherwise they would be able to just get through here, and they can trash the Oberth successfully. Alright, that's fine. We have another Oberth in the deck, so we just have to find that one as well. Alright, flip switch to remove a tag. Alright, yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's some money. Okay. So they can get through. And they have 3 on bankroll, so eventually they're gonna be in cash in a bit. Something with ETR would be nice. I think we want to draw, gain a credit hedge fund. See what we get for... Okay, there's the border control. That's nice. So that we can post up on server 3. And that'll give us a bit more of a window. They still don't have the benefit effect, because Algo needs 6 to trigger. Okay. But they do have cards. Okay. Oh, there's an option. Okay. Yeah, that's something we could do. Okay, so I think we should go ahead and just put... Let's see. We should put something in here. Like, we could get the Oberth. Like, just do it. So they'd have 5. So we could get the Oberth, we could get the border control. Or actually, no, I think we could just... Well, we definitely want to put, like, some more ice on server 3, so let's start there. We'll put that there. Do we want to double the vladisibirsk? Probably not. I think it's okay, actually, if we extract Afshar. Oh, I should have done that first. That's my bad, though. I'll remember that for next time. Alright. And then we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for the big play here. Because we want the combo. We want the combo. Thanks. My amateur hour play over here. Okay, so algo trading is slowly but surely getting enough money on it. So I guess the question is, do we kill the bankroll or do we kill the cat's cradle? We probably kill the cat's cradle, because then we can start really going ham here. Like just drawing like crazy, trying to get an agenda out, because then we can Audacity it for the win, I think. Hooray! I can have the upgrade. Alright, put the advancements on there. Let's start the turn. Alright, and now server 3. Res. Move the 2 tokens over to here. Advance, advance, score, and we get rid of Cat's Cradle. We did it. It just hit me. We did the combo. We got the Oberth and Vladisibirsk into the SDS in one go. Nice. So now all we need to do is just drop into a tour, and we're good. Better yet, if I could just get the standoff out for free or for one, which is pretty cool. Like I could just score that, and that gives me another sack target. Because like we're at game point here, so we just need to drop. Oh yeah, like they could push through and trash. We'll res the border control because then we're gonna gain 2 anyway. So that's a pretty good trade. Alright, they got 1, so Algo's going to trigger next turn, which will be pretty good for them. Well, let's just draw, and... Okay, didn't get exactly what we were looking for, because it's not a top-decked 2-pointer, but we can get it next turn. So I think what we'll do is... we could force them to trash a card by just putting the standoff in there. Or, you know what? I think we just... No, I think we have it. Excuse me. Okay, wait. I might be doing this wrong. Okay, we put the SDS down. We give it an advancement, which gets it 2 counters, and then Audacity... No, that would only be 2 more counters, so that's not enough. So I think we pump vladisibirsk once, because that gives it 2 counters. And then we... I think just take 2 credits. Because if they don't handle that server, we can score out another SDS. Click and trash to get everything from Algo. Okay, that's pretty nice. But I think we're going to have the game here. Oh yeah, that's another scrubber. Yeah, I think we got it. Alright. Yeah, no clot in sight. Put this... Once we get through the lag, server 3. Advance. Move the 2 counters over. Advance. Score. Well played. Alright. That worked out pretty well. We got to do the combo twice, which I'm happy about. Thanks. It feels really janky, but it's fun. I don't think I've actually seen Khan in a game on the board. The first time you pass a piece of ice each turn, you may install an icebreaker from hand. That's pretty nice. I wonder if they just had problems finding their breaker. You find your breakers? So definitely some things worked out very well for us there. Because they just couldn't get their board set up, but I definitely want to test this iteration of the deck more before we try to make any changes. I do feel like cutting a standoff is not a bad idea. Oof. Not able to find breakers, that's rough. The extract is nice, especially because like once the ice starts getting run over and we just need to advance things out, like getting rid of Afshar, that was nice. Been there, never feels good. Thanks for the game. And we'll head back to the lobby and we'll make another one. All right. There we go. Corp standard. So that was a good time. Got to do it twice. But yeah, like I was saying when we were at the end of that game, I think cutting a standoff is a good idea. Fun card, but we can't get the other added benefit, which is to trash cards to get cards, which I think like Ob would trigger with that, right? Oh, whoops. There we go. Oh, we have a game. All right. But let me check. Trash a red card. Yeah, like Ob effect would be. We'll look at that later. Just start this game. But yeah, look at fun. Cat mouth? No, regular. We'll hit them with that. This is a hand, but I think we're gonna go greedy. We should not have gone greedy. We should have just had some ice and then taken credit and been happy with that hand. Oh boy. Alright. Let's draw a card. Put on HQ, please. And then we'll put one of these Rashidas down, which will probably end up getting trashed within the first round, or first turn. Oh, Nuka per draw. Nice, I respect it. I really like Nuka in Essa decks. It's a real solid choice. Oh man, I get it. I get to have Rashida, so maybe we'll get to see a Spin Doctor. Alright, start turn. Game 3. Am I doing this wrong, by the way? Because the prompt always shows up for that mandatory draw. Alright, let's put the Spin Doctor down, because I know we're going to be needing that. And then let's put you on RND. And then actually I think we're going to put the border control on server 2, because we're going to need that eventually. And we'll throw an SDS down into the bin, because it looks like we're going to be a little while before we can get the combo going. So this turn, I'm betting they're going to get the trigger at least once for S's ability, so it's good that we have the Spin Doctor. We'll probably be able to save a couple of the agendas that are going to get end up in there. They have MK Ultra, so sentries are less of a problem. Raindrops Cut Stone. I don't really want them to get rid of my Spin Doctor that quickly, so I'm okay doing this, and they're gonna get some cards out of it as well. So that's probably net beneficial for them, but I really wanted to keep the Spin Doctor on board. Oh wow, they drew through. Okay, sure gamble. Marrow? Probably Marrow. Oh no, just more Econ. Okay. I thought they would throw Marrow down by now. Okay. Let's see. We don't... Okay, I think we can... I'm trying to think if there's anything we're going to be able to install. Okay, I think we can res this. I think that's okay. Okay, yep. Decent. Alright, let's do this. Let's, put this in server 2, put this on top for server 2. Gain a credit. We're gonna discard 1 down. So we'll get rid of a false lead. They have econ here, so we're definitely losing tempo right now. Oh my god. Alright, that's all sure gambles. So they definitely have no problem with money right now. And what are they going for? For HQ? Alright. Can you just let them go, since I can't do anything about that. Do they have the Cogate Breaker? They've got... Okay, so this actually could go for us. Drop for 3 cards, reveal up to 3, and then shuffle those agendas into R&D, and then in the run. Yeah, I think I want to get some more cards here, specifically Econ. So if we can get like an extract or something, that might be nice. Okay, we'll draw 3 cards. Okay, hedge fund, that's nice. Reveal and shuffle up to 3 cards into R&D. Let's put this false lead, and we're gonna put this atlas and this other false lead, because I want to keep an atlas on hand. Okay, so we're in a bit of a rough spot because we can't play hedge fund. But let's see, what could we install anything anywhere? We could prevent the 3 dirty laundry at least by putting this on archives. Credit, bin another agenda. I could get the standoff for free, but I wouldn't get any real benefit from it. Yeah, a bit of a tough spot. Okay. We need some econ here, so we need to gain this, and then we need to discard down. Let's just get rid of the other atlas. I'm surprised we haven't gotten any core damage down from Essa yet, but maybe they're thinking I might have the hard-hitting news boom combo in deck. Hence why they want to float million credits before me. Alright, yep. There's Bankar. Alright. Nope, come on in. Alright, there's spin. Alright, so not exactly what we wanted, but let's see, we have 2 barriers. They don't have paperclip in the bin, but they honestly could just install it from hand. So let's install, or not install, gain a credit, advance this, or play hedge fund. That's what we want. Gain some more econ. God, jeez. Having the spin doctor in there now puts us in kind of a rough spot because it means we're gonna have to rely on the other spin doctor to get in there. But I think at the very least we can get some Aket scores here. So let's throw the spin. They need program, and if they don't run into anything to trash, like if they don't have paperclip, I don't know. And then we'll put Rashida in server 2. We haven't run into either of the Oberths yet, so we could forfeit an Archer here soon. Once we get standoff going, they're gonna pick a server. Okay, on HQ. Alright, so that'll be 3 net. But they can just pay to get through the Archer anyway, so it doesn't do us any good. Okay, there's Black Orchestra for Codegate. Trash 2 cards. Ugh. I think we can get rid of the Tithonium. Alright, I think we risk it. I think we just take 2 off the top. Okay, there's a standoff and a border control. Those would have been nice. Right. So they have a lot of clicks and plenty of time to do whatever it is that they want with it. Fermenter, okay. Double fermenter. Alright, so Mavaris actually could do work here, but we're enough of an economic hole that we don't need to worry about it anyway. Alright. Alright, okay, there we go. So I have to click that first. Trash Rashida. Alright, we have a bunch of cards in hand. Let's, no paperclip in the bin yet, so they might still be digging for it. But I think what we would like to do is we're going to put the standoff in the server. And we'll score that. So now we have something that can actually turn on Oberth Protocol. So let's get rid of Mauzolius. Let's get rid of the other Rashida. Yeah, that's fine. There's still a standoff in the bin, so they'll be able to trash. They could trash a Fermenter, like if they just ran here into the Aket. Yep, on... Okay. Oh, they're digging hard. Okay. It would be nice to see a hostile takeover. Steelskin Scarring. Yeah, they only have 17 cards left, so they've drawn through quite a bit of their deck. Alright. Pinhole. Okay, still no paperclip in the bin. Alright. Let's start the turn. Let's see. Let's put this in server 2. The honest truth here is, like, the SDS is not actually going to do too much, since whenever they run into a breaker, they could reinstall. And if they... I think I want to, like, try to time it so they trash the fermenters for their econ instead. So I think we put that there. And then... They can get through Archer, no problem. I don't think there's a point in rezzing that one, honestly, because we want to just save the sack for Oberth. So I think we don't worry about that, and instead we're just going to install up again on server 2, and we'll take credit. I think they're looking real hard for that paperclip. Because they could get into R&D no problem with the Gatekeeper. Because they have Black Orchestra here in the bin. Pinhole threading. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'll just let them go ahead and do that instead. Let's see. Because they'll be able to trash. They'll get to access one card. So I think we go ahead and res this. Forfeit this. And then we'll put it onto the Vladisibirsk, which, not the best play. It would have been much nicer if we could get a hostile takeover for it. Yeah, that's I think what's been rough. It would have been much nicer to have a hostile takeover, especially for the econ this game. Yeah, that's trash for 2. We have a singular counter. Yeah, Chistushka. Let's see. Alright, I think we throw out a Mausoleus and we let the rest go ahead. Probably would have been a better play to just go ahead and put the Tithonium here on HQ. Installing over that might have been a good call. We'll get rid of the Mausoleus, and then we kind of need Audacity to actually be able to score out and possibly win here, so I think we just let everything else go. Okay, there's a hedge fund, the other Oberth, and a clearinghouse. So that leaves us with 2 Jackson Howards in the deck. So not bad. But actually, a clearinghouse would not have been all too awful to have here, since they're down to 4 cards in hand. They could actually set us up for a different win con here. Okay. Jeez. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and advance this once. We'll leave that alone. Let's put something... 2 things in there? Maybe we put 2 things in there. Yeah, maybe we put a Mavirus in there. Or let's draw, and then put Mavirus in there as bait. Ah, no. This is a terrible hand. We got 2 SDSs, which they can possibly steal, and then Project Atlas, which I really need at this point. Yep, Steel Skin, just continue drawing. At this point, they have to have a paperclip, right? Like, they have to have the paperclip in hand. Okay, yeah, there's Chistuska. I don't have any agendas to sack. It's been really rough trying to score out anything. We just had to let 4 go off the top, I guess. There's a Jackson and a false lead, so that means there's 4 points there in the bin. All right, there, there goes most of my deck. All right, that the other Mavirus, another border control, extract Archer. Do they run archives here for a big win? Yeah, okay, they're gonna try. And we can actually, because they don't have paperclip, we can res a cat, and that'll put another counter onto Vladisibirsk, which is nice. Like, it's getting there. It's getting to what we need it to be. Alright. Where can you go, little token? Yeah, pretty sure it's just going to be here on Vladisibirsk. Alright. Don't do anything with you. Start turn. Ugh, okay. We have some options here. I can't force them out long enough to actually try and go for a decent score. I feel like I might try the clearinghouse for a win con here. But let's just advance this once. Install here on server 2. Hedge fund. It might have been better to go for the SDS there. Okay, if they run this, they can score 4 points. And they only have to get rid of one of their fermenters. Target archives. Okay, yeah, that's 2 net. Yep. That'll do it. Ooh, and running hot. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna get rid of the Audacity here. And see what happens. Okay, yeah, that's gotta be game, right? Oh no, that's only 5 points? Okay, there's the paperclip, at least. No further actions. Yep, there's another one of the agendas that would have been nice to just score out. Alright, so only 5 points, surprisingly. But they get the standoff. Alright, I'll purge virus counters. Not that they really need any econ right now. I guess I probably could spend the Atlas counter to go get another Spin Doctor. Sad to miss the stream as I missed the Slag note. I need to go to bed, but... Oh, yeah. Hey, Sangrin, how you been? I usually catch yours on Wednesdays. But yeah, I've been streaming Netrunner a little bit over the past few weeks, and it's been fun. But thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Oh, finality, okay. I'm playing a very silly deck, and it's not doing what I needed to do right now. Oh my gosh. All the small things that I want to score out so I can forfeit them to get counters, or to res things. Gosh. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. I think there's like some fun stuff here to do with this deck. I don't know where to make the cuts and adjustments yet, but I like it. All right, I think at this point, like, they're gonna get in no matter what. The only thing I can think of is using vladisibirsk to score out the Atlas, get a clearinghouse, and then put it down here. Okay, no, that's game. Yeah, I don't have anything to stop that. GG, well played. Didn't get to do any of the fun stuff this game. But lasted a lot longer than I thought I would. Let's see what we got going on here in R&D. Let's see. Okay, there's the spin clearinghouse. Learning ESSA, I see the appeal. Oh yeah, ESSA is super fun. Catching it. All right, have a good night, you Sangrin. Thanks for dropping by. Let's do one more game, and then I think we'll call it a night. Maybe we could do some tweaks now. Let's take a look here and see what we've got going on. So 2 standoffs maybe. I guess another advancement I could do is a snare, but the thing is I don't like have any real tag punishment past that. You know what? Here, let's try something here. Let's do an end of the line. Excuse me, with a snare. Like that's it. That's the only the only tag stuff that we have going on. And then we'll take out a gatekeeper. We'll take out the audacity because it is nice from like a lore perspective. Since jemison's words are sacrifice, audacity, success, all words that are, or they're actually all cards that trigger abilities that take advantage of theirs. And I think we'll just stick another Afshar in to put us back up to 15. Yeah, let's try this. Let's do like a little goofy thing for our last game for the night. Okay, Corp. Standard. Okay, so we've got a snare, 1 less standoff, and then an end of the line. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, econ-wise, like I wasn't going to be able to keep up with them for that game, so I gave up at a certain point. Oh, I just realized. Isengrin, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Because, like, thinking about it, to have gotten the Atlas out actually would not have been such a bad idea, right? Because then I could get the clearinghouse out, but to get the clearinghouse out, I would still have had to spend a couple turns pumping it in order to go for a kill there. So I think with how that game was going, I should have just continued icing up my central servers, like make them 2 up, especially after Bankar hit the board, because then at the very least they would have to, you know, spend a little effort to get through. Let's see, but it is fun when vladisibirsk does go off. I don't think it's definitely not like a competitive deck at this point by any means. The version that XCCam had, which takes advantage of having traps and corporate town to get rid of other assets, definitely has more legs than this does. So I might have to take a look at that deck and maybe take some ideas in order to slot it into here. Another thing that one of my metamates suggested was to actually run Sansan City Grid, which I don't think is a bad idea at all. Like, let's tab over. Oh yeah, we wanted to check observability here. Whenever you trash a res card, except during installation, you may search R&D for 1 card with a printed res cost exactly 1 less than. Only once per turn. So technically you could have standoff here, and you could use its ability to get another use of observability. So that's interesting. Very interesting. What card were we looking up? Oh, Sansan City Grid, which is very expensive. It's what, 6 yeah, 6 credits to res, 5 to trash, and -1 on advancement requirements for the server. So alternatively, as opposed to using vladisibirsk and having to move over counters, I could have this instead, and then I could only need like 1, or I'd only need excuse me, I'd only need 4 to get out my SDSs. And then it also frees up some influence. I'd get 2 points back from running 2 Sansans as opposed to 2 vladisibirsk. So I think that's something to consider. So. All right. Oh, actually, speaking of the metamate, it was Not Again. I was playing Not Again with this deck, and they had suggested that's what the change I make. Yeah. Oh, Ken Tenma. All right. Let's mulligan. All right. Slightly better. I think we just get on HQ, tell them on R&D, and then we're going to take a credit. Unless we draw into hedge. That would be nice. We willed it. See? All we had to do was just say, let's get hedge fund from the top of R&D, and it happened. Good turn. This already feels like it's off to a better start than the last game, where I mulligan into a worse hand. Alright, we got deuces. Great card. I love this pose that Dan D'Argenio makes on it as well. I remember seeing back in the day the reference pick, and no one quote me on this, but I feel like he had run back into his house and he had done the reference pick just sitting at his table, and he had like Uno cards that he played with because the Netrunner cards were in his car and he didn't want to have to go get them. I think that's the lore behind that one. All right, we got Clone Chip, Earthrise for some draw. Pretty nice. Let's get the spin going, get the Doctor on board, and then let's draw one more, and then we're gonna put a piece of ice on top of him. Run events. Yeah, I think we want to draw and then put one on top of the good Doctor here. Man, Earthrise is so good. Oh no! Aeneas Informant. Whenever you access a card with trash cost not in archives and do not trash it, you may reveal and gain a credit. Okay, and then we have Top Hat, which I don't think I've seen before. Whenever you make a successful run on R&D, instead of accessing, you may choose one of the top 5 cards and access it. You cannot access any other cards in R&D during this run. Okay, can we get a standoff? No standoff this turn. That's fine. Let's bit of a pickle here. Okay, let's start with drawing a card first. Okay, Atlas is not exactly what we were looking for. Yeah, if we could get a standoff or a hostile, that would be great. We could bluff. We could go for a bluff and try to score out on server 1 right now. Which I think is worth the risk. Or, you know what? No, we could do Rashida. That's what we could do. And we'll throw this Spin Doctor into the bin. That's fine. We'll trash him. Okay, so I'm going to take back what I was saying earlier. It might be worth it to just go ahead and keep the 3 standoffs. And actually, while I'm just like sitting here waiting for them to take their turn, I'm going to start making a version of this that does in fact use Sand City Grid instead. So not again. If you end up watching this video or hopping in, thanks for that suggestion. I think it's the right suggestion. It ruins the whole vibe of just slapping advancement tokens into the root of the server, but you know what? That's okay. Alright, they got another deuces, credits and draw, very solid choices. And I'm going to go ahead and look up the other deck that was using it. Let's see, search Jemison. We're looking at standard right now. We got a boomerang. Okay. Yep. Okay, so they're going to be able to get through, and they could trash Rashida, and then they'll gain 2 off of not trashing what is it? The Oberth. To be honest, it might have been worth it to just keep that unres, because then we could have extracted it. So, you know, it's not a bad idea. All right, here it is. All right, no net damage, but we do gain a credit back. They can go ahead. I'll trash Rashida and gain 2 off of letting me keep and access Oberth. Or do they let me keep Rashida? That's an option. Oh yeah, no, they trashed it. Let me see the Oberth. Yep, 2 credits from Aeneas Informant. Very nice. Yeah, it might have been worth it to just keep the Mausoleus face down, because then we could have extracted to keep the Boomerang on board. I think that was the correct play. Next time. Next time that happens. Okay, we got Leech. Alright, let's draw a card. Shoot, we're in a pickle. Once again, having issues finding our cheap agendas to score out. Alright. New remote. Get the doctor up. Okay. I think we need to throw one of these into the bin to shuffle back in. Although it might be worth it to have Rashida. Okay. Put this up on server 1. And then hedge... Okay, no, we're definitely going to play hedge fund because we just need the money. And then we'll put this up on server 1. Because at the very least, this means they will have to spend some effort in order to get through. They mark archives. Okay. They do get leech out of that. Okay. Oh, that's really solid. Just getting a leech counter off of the run, even if they're not doing anything. Yeah. Get Rashida back in there. Alright, they got some money. Oh, class act. Okay, so they have cards they like too now. Okay. They don't have any breakers up yet. So I think it's okay if we put an agenda here. It's going to be the Project Atlas. We're going to advance it once. And then we're going to gain a credit. Given how cheap or low strength the ice in this deck is, I'm not sure we're actually worried about Leech. Because there's 5, let's see what else we have. The Aket. Okay, that's on HQ. No, we're going to let that rock. And then we can extract it on next turn. Or a future turn, not now. We'll let them access. We're not too worried about that. So we can get some money out of it. Like, we're going to probably lose a 3. I feel like it's gonna happen. Oh, border control. Nice. We lucked out. So we'll score out the Atlas on our next turn, and then we'll probably... there we go. If successful, instead of accessing cards, name Asset Ice, then reveal 2 cards from HQ. Trash each, revealing... Okay. Okay. No, we're still not going to. I'm wondering what they're going to name. Ice and border control. Alright, border control gets trashed, but we do get to keep the extract, which I'm very happy about. But for the purposes of this game, we are just going to score out the Atlas. We really want those counters. I'm honestly very not worried about Leech. Okay, start turn. Boop, boop, boop. Got a counter. Okay, next turn. Yeah, neural net, very nice. Next turn, we are going to... Nope, keep coming in. I don't mind. Because in order to steal my SDS, you have to destroy your leech. So that'll put him up, which I'm not super happy about. Alright, I think we extract. Alright, yeah, you can come back. You're not going to get anything else here. Thankfully. Oh, install another program. Nice. Access as Archer. What other programs do you have? Nothing in the bin right now. Okay. One more time. Ah. Well. Alright. That sucks. It happens. That's Netrunner. Alright. Let's draw, extract, and then we'll just put one back over HQ. God, I really don't want to have to spend the full res cause of Tithonium of 9 to get it to work. Especially because it's not going to really do anything that we want it to. Nope, go ahead, gain some more money. Alright, there's another Aeneas. Okay, let's start the turn, see what we draw off the top. Agenda? No, clearinghouse. They're at 5. That's not going to do anything. I don't really want to give them the bad pub, but I think it's the correct play to spend it to do something here. Alright, let's think for a minute. We have a couple options. Spend the counter, go and get an agenda, but that's not really going to do what we honestly need it to do, which is kind of score us out the game. They already have 2 SDSs scored, which makes the window for us to win much smaller here. Anything off the top that they could get would be enough. Standoff isn't going to do it here because they have plenty of cards. Trash, so like we would just be bouncing back and forth. That wouldn't do anything for us. It sucks, but I think the proper play here is to just go ahead and get the hostile takeover. Because at least that turns on the ability of a lot of our cards. Next turn, it might be worth it to throw the clearinghouse into server 1. Yeah, econ. Yeah, looking good. We need a border control here on server 1, though, if we're going to bother trying to prevent them from getting rid of the clearinghouse once we actually have it on the board, though. Yeah, fermenter. Okay. Vladisibirsk. No. Let's go ahead and draw some cards first. So we'll do a new remote with this spin, see what we get. Okay. Those are definitely some options. that happened, because he probably has a barrier breaker in there, and this Mausoleus is not going to do anything for us for a little while. Could force him to have to run it. It's probably a bad play. But he might also just might not expect it. Because it also could be an Urtica. Which people might be expecting out of it. Like, first off, like, Urtica is just a solid card, so to have to risk the run. But he could just end up drawing up and then run it anyway. So a bit of a Hail Mary here, but it's an out that we have. Yep. Oh, okay, he's coming for it then. Can get through the Aket, no problem. He's probably not worried about Mausoleus. Might be worried if it's in Urtica. Like, he might be thinking about that right now. Because this would be 6 points of damage if it was an Urtica. Take your time. So at this point, a lot of it is just simply bluffing. Also because he hasn't seen any of the combo pieces in the deck. Like, none of the vladisibirsks have come up. So for Theoret, I think that's how it's pronounced. Gains 4. Okay. Last click run. God, I wish this was an Urtica. Alright. Do net damage. Give him a tag. Oh my god, that's game for us. We have end of the line in hand. We did it. It worked. Oh, wow, we really lucked out there. Oh my god. At least I have to be sure. I have to check the board. There's no... Alright, yeah, there's no removing tags. Okay, I think we've got it. We did it. End of the line. Worth swapping. A good card swap. We're gonna keep that. I forgot I had it in hand. At this point, I had to go for a Hail Mary of some kind. Like, he's sitting at 6 points. Like, I had to do something. So, okay, but you know what? End of the line, we're keeping. End of the line, we're going to keep. In case they decide to float tags or something against us, since we don't have any other punishment, maybe that's one we just keep in there. I was thinking about saving up for the winning round with... Oh, Kusyuk. Oh, nice. That would have been really cool. let's res all so they could see. It's a very expensive piece of ice that I didn't want to have to pay for. But could never find the standoffs. There's that snare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. So, not sure about the snare, but the end of the line was a nice out. That was pretty lucky of us to draw into it. So, let's for the game. We lucked out there, that's for sure. I think that's probably also going to do it for the stream tonight. It's getting a little late, and we managed to get 3 games in. That was 2 wins, 1 loss. One where we even got to do the vladisibirsk combo. So thanks everybody for dropping by, watching the video, wherever this ends up. If you like hanging out, playing card games, I've been doing that like a ton lately. Just give me a follow here or on YouTube. That'll be where this ends up going to. You know what? And I guess otherwise, have a good night and have a good week. And I'll see you guys next time. Sunday stream seems to be the standard, but we'll see how that goes. So take care, everybody.